Hello, this is Luca.
I'm Anthony, and you're in an interview on
electronicapanama.com.
my position on CDJ versus vinyl DJ is everything is just a tool, and I think you should definitely always learn on vinyl first of all, because it teaches you a much tighter rhythmic syncopation, like on the play, beat matching. But at some point it really doesn't matter anymore. It's about how you play once you know the basics. And I totally disagree with anybody cheating and not doing the time at the beginning. But at some point it's swings and roundabouts, as we say.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, personality as well. You know, you mix the music together, the kind of story that you're trying to tell, and at which point people forget that you're playing either vinyls or you're playing tractor, because it's how you build a story, and that's really the good secret of a good DJ is basically to tell a good story with music, and you can play in any medium, and it doesn't matter. For me, it's the second time I go to Burning Man. Last time I went was 2012, and I felt a lot of joy going in there for the first time, and it felt like a completely new experience. But I have to say that going back this year, after 4 years, was even more intense and more joyful, and I don't know, it's something that is not just an event, it's also a social experiment where people go there with a very open heart, and they experience unity, and they experience being exactly who they are when they can't be in real life sometimes, especially in certain cities around the world. You can't really express yourself the way you want to. But Burning Man allows you to express yourself whichever way you want to be yourself, and to experience life and people and art in a very different environment than you're normally used to. And honestly, there's a lot of people talking without knowing about Burning Man. But I just think that everybody should just experience it at least once before they say anything about it. Because it's just a beautiful experiment. And I'm very touched by it.
And it was a very, very useful experience. I feel blessed that all the people who are in my life are giving and positive and creative like that all year round. But it was so nice to see the cluster, the gravitating of everybody into the same space, in the same mood. I love taking money out of the picture thing, although there's a lot of money spent before you get there. But all in all, it felt like something we've been doing all our lives, and it felt very comfortable, and yeah, I'll be going every year.
Well, music-wise, we've been working very hard all winter. We had releases on our own label, Flying Circus, which we just opened in June. We just had a release coming out on Crosstown Rebels, and we have 2 remixes coming out, one for Eagles and Butterfly, and the other one for Silky, which is basically, you know, all of these tracks very different from each other. They all represent a certain time in which we were in the studio. And I have to say, the more time we spend in the studio, which hasn't been a lot recently, but we're going to go back to it when we go back home, I guess. Every time we spend time in the studio, we see how we're growing as artists, together and individually as well, because it's very important that individually we grow in our own path and then bring this stuff together in the studio.
In the summer, we don't do much recording because it's the time of the year, traveling and touring, and yeah, we always look forward to getting to closing and into closings, and then everything settles down.
October, November, December.
Breath, and then chaos, and then end of January, peace. Actually, that's when we do most of our writing, beginning of the year.
Yeah, true. Thank you for having us, and we'll see you tonight at the Amador here in Panama. And have a great night.